The world is watching as Nigeria's political stage churns out epic performances, from party defections to open letters. The implications of these is considered to be very great for Africa's most populous nation, which is now considered by many to be on the brink of a political implosion. On the international scene, questions abound over the ongoing clash of titans. Questions like, what does a fractured PDP mean for Nigeria? What is APC's game plan besides sweeping PDP out? Will this culminate in a very violent 2015 general elections? And following the damning letter by former President Obasanjo, how should President Jonathan's reaction so far be interpreted? International Affairs think tank Chatham House London takes on some of these issues. Assistant Head of the African Program Elizabeth Donnelly argues that defections are democratic, but the extent parties might be willing to go to maintain or gain control poses an even bigger worry.
What does this mean in terms of actually security and stability? How far are politicians willing to go to achieve their ends, and at what cost for their communities in terms of using divisive rhetoric and so on? So there are lots of questions around that, and those are the key concerns. It's really, I think, for a lot of international watchers, what are the impacts that this will have on Nigeria's security and stability in the near term and longer term?
African expert and publisher of the African Confidential Journal, Patrick Smith, puts it all down to the nation's president, his next move for the PDP, and in addressing the open letter from former President Obasanjo.
There's been no formal reaction to the letter, so I could see a lot of factional fighting ahead in the PDP unless the president moves from the top. It's got to be down to the politicians to set the example, to talk among themselves and to say, well, look, politics should not be do or die.
Another salient point bogging the minds of many analysts here is the amount of governance actually getting done in Nigeria at this time amidst the whole political tension. The cliche of what happens when two elephants fight seems very apt in this scenario. But what the masses will do about this, whether they will allow themselves to be trampled upon, is entirely up to Nigerians to decide. Doris Okanwa, Channels Television News, London.